Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our podcast. My name is Narra, and I'm very happy that you are here with us today. This podcast is made especially for English learners, so we will speak clearly, slowly, and use simple English. Today, we are going to talk about something that affects every person in life: successful relationships. Relationships are a big part of our happiness. They can help us grow, support us during difficult times, and make life more meaningful. But good relationships do not happen by accident. They require effort, communication, trust, and understanding. So today, Ethan and I will talk about what makes relationships successful and how we can build stronger connections with the people around us.
I'm really excited about this topic. I think everyone wants good relationships, but many people are not sure how to build them.
I agree. People often focus on finding good friends or good partners, but they forget that becoming a good friend or partner is also important.
That's a great point. Strong relationships are built by two people, not one.
Exactly. And I think that idea will come up many times in today's conversation.
When you hear the phrase successful relationship, what comes to your mind first?
Honestly, communication. I think communication is the foundation of every healthy relationship.
I was going to say trust.
Interesting. Why trust?
Because without trust, communication becomes difficult. People start doubting each other. They hide things. They become defensive.
That makes sense, but I think communication helps build trust.
I actually agree with that. Maybe communication and trust work together.
Exactly, like two sides of the same coin.
And if one side becomes weak, the relationship suffers.
Do you think people communicate enough today?
Sometimes yes, but sometimes no.
What do you mean?
People send messages all day, but sending messages is not always real communication.
That's true. You can talk a lot and still misunderstand each other.
Exactly. Real communication means expressing your thoughts clearly and listening carefully.
I think listening is often forgotten.
Definitely. Many people listen only to respond. They don't listen to understand.
And that can create problems.
A lot of problems. Sometimes people only want to be heard.
Let's talk about honesty. Do you think honesty is always the best policy?
In most situations, yes. But honesty should also be respectful.
That's interesting. Can you explain?
Sure. Some people say hurtful things and call it honesty. But honesty does not mean being rude.
I agree. You can tell the truth without hurting someone unnecessarily.
Exactly. The goal is to help, not to attack.
And I think people appreciate honesty more when it comes from a place of care.
Definitely. Trust grows when people know you are honest with them.
Another important part of relationships is respect.
Absolutely. In fact, I think respect is sometimes more important than agreement.
That's a powerful statement.
Think about it. Two people can disagree and still respect each other.
That's true. But many people think disagreement is a problem.
Exactly. A healthy relationship does not require identical opinions.
It requires understanding.
And respect. Without respect, even small disagreements become big conflicts.
Speaking of conflicts, do you think arguments are bad for relationships?
Not necessarily.
Really?
I think conflict is normal. Every relationship has disagreements.
I agree. No two people think exactly the same way.
The real question is how people handle disagreements.
That's where communication becomes important again.
Exactly. Some arguments strengthen relationships, others damage them.
The difference is usually in how people communicate.
Have you ever had a misunderstanding with a friend?
Of course, many times.
What usually causes misunderstandings?
Assumptions. People often assume they know what another person meant.
That's very true. Instead of asking questions, they jump to conclusions.
And then the problem becomes bigger than it needs to be.
Exactly. A simple conversation can solve many misunderstandings
But people sometimes avoid difficult conversations.
because they feel uncomfortable.
Do you think social media helps relationships or hurts them?
I think it does both.
I feel the same way.
Social media helps us stay connected with people who live far away,
That's a huge benefit.
but it can also create distractions.
And unrealistic expectations.
Exactly. People compare their relationships to what they see online.
Even though social media often shows only the best moments.
That's right. Real relationships are much more complicated than a photo or a short video.
Let's talk about friendship. What makes a good friend?
Someone who is reliable.
I like that answer.
A good friend is there during good times and difficult times.
Not only when things are easy,
Exactly. Anyone can be around when life is going well.
but true friendship appears during challenges.
That's when support matters most.
I think loyalty is important too.
Definitely. Loyalty builds trust over time.
Let's talk about family relationships. Do you think family relationships are different from friendships?
Yes, in some ways. We choose our friends, but we don't choose our family.
That's true. Family relationships can sometimes be more complicated.
Agree. People spend many years together, so disagreements are normal.
But family can also provide incredible support.
Absolutely. Many people learn their first lessons about communication and trust from their families.
I think family relationships improve when people make an effort to understand each other and when they learn to be patient. What about boundaries? I think many people hear that word today.
Yes, it's a very popular topic.
How would you explain boundaries in simple words?
Boundaries are limits that help protect our time, energy, and well-being.
That's a good definition.
Healthy boundaries help relationships. They don't destroy them.
I agree. Sometimes saying no is necessary.
Exactly. If people never set boundaries, they may become stressed or resentful. I used to think saying no was rude.
Really?
Yes, I wanted everyone to be happy, so I agreed to everything.
What happened?
I became exhausted. I had less time for myself, and sometimes I felt frustrated.
That's understandable.
Eventually, I realized that saying no respectfully is healthier than saying yes when you don't mean it.
That's an important lesson.
It really changed how I manage relationships.
Another thing that matters is quality time.
Definitely. Relationships need attention.
I think many people are physically present, but mentally somewhere else.
Especially because of phones.
Exactly. People sit together but spend the entire time looking at screens.
I've seen that many times.
Quality time isn't only about being together. It's about being engaged.
That's a great point. Giving someone your attention shows that you value them.
What do you think is more important? The amount of time or the quality of time?
Quality, without question.
I agree. A meaningful conversation can be more valuable than hours spent together without real connection.
Exactly. People remember how they felt during an interaction.
Not just how long it lasted.
That's true. Small moments often have a big impact.
Let's talk about apologies. Do you find it easy to apologize?
Honestly, not always.
Me neither.
Sometimes people see apologizing as a weakness.
But I think it takes courage,
I agree. Admitting mistakes can be difficult.
especially when emotions are involved.
Exactly. But a sincere apology can repair a lot of damage.
And it shows maturity.
I think forgiveness is important too.
Definitely. Relationships cannot survive without forgiveness.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Everyone.
That doesn't mean accepting bad behavior forever.
Of course not.
But holding on to every mistake can destroy relationships.
Sometimes people need the chance to grow and improve.
Exactly.
Do you think expectations affect relationships?
Absolutely. Unrealistic expectations cause many problems.
Can you give an example?
Some people expect others to always know what they're thinking.
Without communicating?
Exactly. Then they become disappointed when people don't understand them.
That's not very realistic.
No, communication is usually better than guessing.
Do you think expectations affect relationships?
Absolutely. Unrealistic expectations cause many problems.
Can you give an example?
Some people expect others to always know what they're thinking.
Without communicating?
Exactly. Then they become disappointed when people don't understand them.
That's not very realistic.
No, communication is usually better than guessing.
Do you think relationships require effort?
Without a doubt.
Some people believe good relationships should be easy.
I think healthy relationships feel natural, but they still require effort.
That makes sense.
Communication requires effort. Trust requires effort. Understanding requires effort.
But the effort is worth it.
Absolutely.
What is one relationship skill that people should improve?
Listening. Without hesitation.
I had a feeling you would say that.
Because it's so important. Most people want to be understood.
And listening helps people feel understood.
Exactly. It's one of the simplest and most powerful skills.
If you could give one piece of advice to someone struggling in relationships, what would it be?
Talk honestly and listen carefully.
Simple but powerful.
Many problems become smaller when people communicate openly.
I think avoiding conversations often makes problems worse.
I agree. Difficult conversations are uncomfortable, but they are often necessary.
What have relationships taught you about life?
They've taught me patience.
That's a good answer.
People are different. They think differently, they communicate differently.
And understanding those differences takes time.
Exactly. Relationships teach us how to be more understanding and flexible.
I think relationships also teach us a lot about ourselves.
Definitely. Sometimes other people help us see our strengths and weaknesses.
That's very true.
Relationships are like mirrors. They show us areas where we can improve.
And they help us grow.
Exactly. Growth is one of the biggest benefits of healthy relationships.
I think that's a wonderful place to end today's conversation.
I agree. This has been a very meaningful discussion.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts today, Ethan.
Thank you, Narra. I really enjoyed our conversation.
And thank you all for listening to today's episode. We hope this discussion helped you improve your English and think about the relationships in your life. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to watch more videos on the channel and continue learning English through real conversations. There are many more interesting topics waiting for you. See you in the next episode and keep learning with us.